Now, listen, you guys, we're going to be talking about this campaign that is starting, the I Love Megan, oh my goodness, she's such a good person campaign. And listen, we will break it down and we'll talk about how a certain management is trying to take Nicki Minaj out and all the tactics that they have used. For some of you who might actually not be aware of what exactly is happening, and that there is a bigger thing that Nicki Minaj is fighting behind the scenes. Now, we're going to be talking about also Chrisean Rock getting a tattoo of Blueface, and Halle Bailey is out there not here for people calling her out for trying to play with their emotions. And we're going to be talking about Erykah Badu jokingly asking who the queen of rap is. These are the things that we're going to be talking about in this video. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the Tea Plug. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great. You guys, I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So first of all, you guys, I came across a very interesting post on Instagram, on one of these Instagram blogs, and it was basically talking about how Bongo 1 was such a Bongo 2, was such a good person growing up, and this all is coming up in the midst of the beef that is going on with Nicki Minaj. All right, that had me thinking, that had me analyzing to say, okay, this now is beginning to seem calculated. All right, so this was a tweet by one person on Twitter who was saying they actually went to school with Bongo 2 and was trying to convince us that regardless of sleeping with her best friend's men and lying multiple times on people and throwing people under the bus whilst withholding the truth, she still is a good person. And I did see a lot of people in the comment section really, seconding that. And I'm like, what is happening? Is this a cult or something? Because you cannot convince me that somebody who has publicly done shameless things like this, you guys are still coming out to say, yes, she seems likable. And I'm like, what's likable about sleeping with your best friend's men? Just because Kelsey is not popular all of a sudden, that is likable. I totally don't understand. Literally getting you guys, I want you to give you this scenario and I want you to picture yourself being the friend that you're kicking with, and this is your man that you're sleeping at, whose house you're sleeping at, or somebody you're dealing with. You sleep with that guy, you look into your friend's face and you continue saying, I'm a ghost girl, I love you so much, girl, and you don't tell them. And you are still sitting up there trying to convince me that this is a normal person, that this is a nice person. Are you guys serious? Like, for a minute, I want you, the dads, I know some dads are out here listening to this channel, put your dislike for Nicki Minaj aside, because I get that sometimes you let your dislike for Nicki Minaj cloud your judgment, and anything and anyone who goes against Nicki Minaj you support. Okay, so this person said, I didn't know her personally when we were in high school, but I knew enough of her to know she was nice to everyone. Like, nice enough to get voted class favorite, and not once but twice in our yearbooks. She was in a lot of social clubs because she's a likable person. I won't let y'all lie about Megan. And I'm like, lie about what? This information came out in court. So who's lying? She's the one who's lying on her, allegedly, mom. She actually saw on her mom, allegedly. She's the one who's actually lying, honestly speaking. And the fact that people really don't see through this niceness. You guys don't know people who act nice to everybody. Like, for me personally, somebody who's super nice to everybody, like extremely nice, I get being cordial, I get being civilized, I get being kind, polite. But when you're super nice, when you're acting like everybody is your best friend. Now, let me tell you the secret, you guys. If you do not know this already, beware of people who are out here acting super friendly to every single person. People who act like they don't have boundaries, those people are dangerous. Now, if you have worked in corporate, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those people who are super friendly, like the moment they're talking to someone, they're acting like that person is their best friend. They go to another person, act like that person is actually their best friend. Those are the most dangerous people, because listen, you guys will butt your heads against each other because of that person. because of them, and they will be in the middle of it all. And all of you, they are the type of people that will come to you and say, oh, well, you know what, so and so was saying this, blah 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 blah, but I got your back. And then they go to so and so and say, oh wow, she was actually saying this, and then they're acting super friendly and super nice. That I wouldn't be surprised if when she was still cool with Nicki Minaj, she was talking trash about Bongo One, and when she became cool with Bongo One, she was talking trash about Nicki Minaj. I wouldn't be surprised that she might actually be that kind of a person. And so to say that, honestly, in my own opinion, I feel like it's insane. And it's beginning to feel like it is a campaign. They knew what was happening. Because if we're going to be honest, Black Twitter was not messing with her after the Tory Lanez situation. She tried so many times to come back, came back with Cobra, tried to diss Patterson Fontaine. Patterson doesn't have the pull that Nicki Minaj has, so it didn't work. Came back, did a song with Bongo One, tried to recreate WAP 2. People were not checking for her still. And then this coming for Nicki Minaj for her was the last resort, desperate measure, because listen, she knew it was going to be risky business, but then she saw how successful the Transformers plot was in 2017, and so that's when they decided to go for this. And now they are trying to use Nicki Minaj to clean up her image. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is the reason why it kind of makes me feel some type of way that Nicki Minaj responded to her in tweets. I would have preferred for her to keep quiet, because now they're using Nicki Minaj to clean up this woman's image. Because listen, people were not messing with her, but now there's like some people are starting to sympathize with her and saying, "Oh my goodness, this," and that man, the man that is accused of buying awards for his wife, that man, honestly speaking, I'm now seeing all the evil that people are out here talking about, because he is behind all of this. He is certainly behind all of this. And now, you guys, if you do not understand him sitting on there giving Doja Cat props like that, that was all planned, because they realized that as long as Nicki Minaj will keep releasing music, whether she gets radio play, whether she releases videos, she's always going to gig, all right? And it's difficult to measure up to a standard in as far as rap is concerned. That's why they had to try and bring in all this drama and all this, painting this entire sympathetic image of Bongo 2, and now they're trying to put Doja on the throne. Now listen, I've never denied on this channel that Doja Cat is actually talented amongst the rap girlies, but to think that she will ever get to a point where she will shift the female rap music culture the same way that Nicki Minaj shifted it is insane. All right, we're gonna talk about how Nicki Minaj went fully pop. Doja Cat is doing that. She has done that, but at the same time, it was already done before successfully. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj had already done it quite successfully, all right? She even stole, like, literally her flow as it is, okay? And so for Doja Cat, it's going to take a lot for her to have the same influence as Nicki Minaj, because Nicki was a trendsetter. Nicki broke barriers and boundaries that people always had in as far as female rap is concerned. She even proved, even in as far as marketability, mainstream is concerned, she has been that girl. So it's going to take a lot to erase her. And I guess this is why they decided to make it a team effort. Literally, they are trying to make it a team effort. People like to say, oh my goodness, they did the same with Lil Kim, but I'm like, no. None of these female rappers colluded together to get Lil Kim out of the door. Now listen, literally every rap girly, they are following their little coalition to take Nicki Minaj out, and it's not happening, unfortunately. And I don't think it will ever happen until maybe 100 years from now, when all the Barbz would have passed away. But then again, well, children of the Barbz automatically become the Barbz, okay? Because they are, they're basically exposed to the greatness, to the true undiluted greatness of the Nicki Minaj. So when I saw that post, I was like, oh my goodness, this now makes sense. They were trying to clean up her image, because Black Twitter, Black Internet was not messing with her at all. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section, what do you think about this entire thing? Personally, I would have preferred Nicki to not respond, but then again, she's a human being. She gets to a point where she gets fed up, because for those of you who do not know, she revealed that she didn't charge that girl for the vest that she gave her. They were supposed to actually do an exchange. She was supposed to come to Queen Radio, and that man that buys awards allegedly had her pull out, and they both pulled out, and now Nicki Minaj is the bad guy. Does it make any sense, you guys? Honestly speaking, it's so sad. So after getting the vest, after begging Nicki Minaj for the vest, you want to switch sides, and you won't even keep your end of the bargain, and you still expect Nicki Minaj to mess with you. And you guys are sitting out here saying that this is a nice person. And you sat down there, knew exactly what happened, knew that you were supposed to keep your end of the deal, but you didn't. And you sat down there. Honestly speaking, one thing that I know is karma will always come knocking on your door. You may fool the world, you may fool the courts, you may get your way with things, but you know what? Sooner or later, it will certainly catch up with you. If you think I'm lying, go ask your fake friend Bongo One, aka the transformer, aka the shapeshifter. Even your face, if you lie about your face and if you try to recreate your face into somebody else, karma will bite you and you will end up looking absurd. The next thing that I'm going to be talking about, you guys, Miss Erykah Badu. People were out here running around with the narrative that she was being shady towards Nicki Minaj and stuff like that. When she was out there on live with some fans. Some blogs are very messy. They decided to take just a small snippet of Erykah asking, who the queen of rap was. And they decided to leave out the part where Erykah was out there actually singing praises to Nicki Minaj. So I just had to debunk that in case you came across, that footage of Erykah seemingly shading Nicki Minaj, all right? And the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, you guys, Halle Bailey. So Halle Bailey is out there catching some smoke as people feel like she's now trying to insert them into, her life when initially she was saying she wanted privacy, all right? And, people were like, oh my goodness, leave us out of this entire situation. Initially, you didn't want us, to get included into this entire situation. And so she said, I never lied or even said anything about it, honey. Making a joke about my nose was the farthest I went. I'll never understand why you're mad. I protected my own peace. Wouldn't you do the same? And I'm gonna share my pics now if I want to, because my son is here safely. If you don't want to see it, just keep scrolling, baby. LOL, God bless you. And then this person called Eco said, I don't think people are mad she hid a pregnancy. People are more so annoyed that she went out of her way to lie and gaslight about it. Then she shaded people and called them desperate. Now she wants those same desperate people to know every little detail. And I understand where both of them are actually coming from. I understand where Halle is coming from. Pregnancy is a very sensitive issue, but again, I thought maybe it was just for us Africans, because for us you are practically asked to hide the belly. Like if they could, they would have you deliver, and without even showing anyone your belly, because that's how sensitive it is. And I also do understand that, well, for certain people, the trauma of having to explain to people where the baby went, because listen, if you're in the public eye like this, you're moving around with your tummy like this, and then you lose your baby, there are going to be questions. What happened? Maybe she didn't want things like that. That's why she said, well, now that her baby is here safely, she can, share the pictures. It's because probably she was avoiding instances like that in case things would have gone the wrong way. And this person that responded to her, I honestly also understand where she's coming from, because listen, if she had just kept it under wraps and maybe not trolled about it, not called people desperate to know her life, then people wouldn't have minded, seeing the pictures afterwards. But now people are just like, listen, you called us desperate for wanting to know if you're pregnant or not, so don't show us your pregnancy now. We don't care. I get where both of them are coming from, but I would like to know what you think about the situation. Let me know what you think about that, you guys, in the comment section. Now, the next thing that I'm going to be talking about, you guys, the Smash family. Well, Chrisean is out there getting a tattoo of Blueface. And at this point, I used to feel bad for Chrisean Rock, but listen, it seems like she really does enjoy these internet games, because she even went ahead to debunk, the rumors that the tattoo is fake. And she said people are really mad that she just has the internet on chokehold. And I'm like, for her, really, trending is such a massive thing for her. I didn't realize this, but now I'm realizing it, all right? She had literally slept an entire face of blue face on her face. So now it makes sense that she does a lot of things for clout. Apparently to her, she thinks the internet is actually a real place, and she thinks the views and the streams that the views that her gossip news gets on the internet will translate into actually a good career. Well, I've got good news for you. Ask everybody who came before you. This thing does not translate to sales. Ask female rappers, they will tell you better. But hey, do hop into the comment section and let me know, are you still feeling bad for Chrisean Rock, or are you like, listen, mama, handle your business, we are over you? Because personally, that is exactly where I am. All right. Now, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.